You know when you get that perfect bit of kit, but then the word almost sneaks in. This footpath is quite badly overgrown with lots of bracken, lots of bramble, and the thorns are annoyingly sharp. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. I love cooking outdoors. I really enjoy playing and trying different types of heating system, of cooking system, and different types of cookware. And I love absolute simplicity. The more simple it is, the longer it's going to last and the less there is to go wrong. Baby, you give me and one of my favourite bits of kit is the plain old zebra billy can. The zebra billy really is nothing fancy which suits me. It's just a pot with a looped handle or bail and one tray inside. And the whole thing is built from bomb-proof stainless steel with the exception of one logic to find little piece. Stick with me. I recently treated myself to a new one. You can get them in various sizes, but because I'm usually on my own, I opted for the 12cm version. These things are ridiculously versatile. You can use them with pretty much any heat source, and obviously not a microwave. You can boil with them, you can fry with them, you can steam with them, you can turn it on its side and use it like an oven to roast or bake. Anything and everything you would ever need, really. And they're easy to clean. And they're really robust. Did I already say that? The one glitch, the one chink in its armour, is that they supply them with clips to hold the lid in place and the bail arm in place, and those clips are made of plastic. And plastic certainly is not compatible with any heat source. It just becomes a sticky mess. Before you start bashing away in the comment section, yes, I know that if you hunt around, you can find them with metal clips. Although at the time of making this video, I've not found them with metal clips supplied for the 10cm or the 12cm version, only the larger sizes. And yes, if you hunt around on the internet, you can buy metal clips as a replacement. If you know where you can get this stuff from, then please do drop a link in the description. Or if you're a manufacturer or supplier of the metal clips or the zebra billy cans with the metal clips in the smallest sizes, then drop me a line through my website, justforthechallenge.com, and I'll link to you in the description. Or the other option is to just make some replacement clips from a piece of wire like I've done. It's not difficult. If I can do it, anyone can. All you need really is a pair of pliers and some wire, and there are plenty of how-to videos on YouTube. In fact, Simon, a bloke in the woods, has probably got the best one I've seen. And some people, a few people, go as far as removing this kind of fixed bail handle and replacing it with wire. I think one of the common ways is to get wire from a bicycle brake cable. Replace that. Again, there's loads of videos on YouTube, but that does save space when you're packing. On the note of packing, the zebra billy is a bit bulky, but you can put things inside it when you pack. When I'm traveling, when I'm transporting this, underneath the lid in the top tray, I normally carry a little bit of washing up sponge with a scouring pad, one of those non-scratch jobs, and it's not there right now, but a little bottle of Ecover or Ecover, environmentally friendly washing up liquid. I'll drop a link in the description. And in the main compartment, I often store dry ingredients for whatever I'm going to cook. On the note of packing, I usually drop mine in an old carrier bag, which protects the other contents of my pack from any soot that could accumulate on the outside of the billy can. You can get purpose-built, purpose-made pouches or bags for each size of billy can, and one of the benefits of that, other than being a little bit more hard-wearing than a carrier bag, is that they do accommodate the sticky-up handles, and therefore you've got a little bit more storage in this space here. I don't have one. I don't necessarily need one, but I think I'd like one. So if you know where I can get one of those pouches, drop a link in the comments. And this whole pot fits very nicely into the side pockets on my KarrimorSF Predator 45. Now, before I start thinking about food, I've got a question for you. Do you know where the term billy can comes from? Back in the day, Australian gold miners in Australia, because that makes sense, would receive their rations of bully beef in a can. Those cans came from France, and on the outside of the can, for identification purposes, was stamped the word bouillie. Now, over time, that word kind of changed and evolved into billy to make it easier to say. And what they realised is once that they had consumed the contents of the can, those cans were brilliant for using on an open fire to heat up other foods and other products, especially if they added a wire or metal handle. And that's the birth of the billy can. Now, to christen my new little pot, I'm going to cook a dish that I learnt about and ate a lot when I was in Kenya. Whenever my friends Raphael and Susan asked me what I wanted for lunch or breakfast or dinner for that matter, the answer was usually the same: ugali, sukuma, wiki. Ugali is, in effect, boiled maize flour, and it kind of takes the place of the starchy stuff, potatoes or bread. But I don't have any maize flour right now, so I'm going to have fufu instead. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Sukuma wiki is a largely East African dish with a basis in collard greens, onions and spices. The translation of sukuma wiki into English is to push the weak. It's made using vegetables that are easily available throughout the year. Stuff that's easily forageable, grown at home, or at the very least, cheap. Sukuma wiki is a way to keep food on the table when money's tight. Although there is a basic structure of collard greens, onions and spices, beyond that, nothing set in stone. When my friends would make it, it was usually a green vegetable, often cabbage, a tomato, onion, some garlic and lots of salt. It might sound weird, but the whole meal, ugali sukuma wiki, is actually quite delicious and very filling. And sukuma wiki makes a fantastic outdoor cooking staple, especially if you can forage some of the ingredients. This is the fufu. The only trouble with this is you've got to get the water hot and boiling, and then you stir it constantly. As you can see, that's probably more than enough. Maybe could have done with a bit more water. I can always add some. You can always add, but you can't take away. The idea is that you mash this up and then turn it into little kind of patties and use that like a spoon to eat your sukuma wiki. Right, we're done and I'm about to tuck in, and I'm not going to record that because you don't need to see it. It's like feeding time at the zoo, but worse. Be good, be brilliant, be awesome, and remember, if I can help you in any way, get in touch, let's have a conversation and make good stuff happen. See ya.